Hi, guys. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I really want this podcast to feel like we're just two friends sitting together and chatting about life, thoughts, and opinions. And hopefully, you can pick up some natural English phrases and vocabulary while listening too. So go grab a tea or coffee, get comfy, and let's get into today's conversation. I have been living in Japan for over 12 years now, and I love it. I love it every day. I am so blessed to be able to live here and to lead the type of life I have here. I am so grateful. But there's a small but. Once in a while, I do feel a little homesick, or because of the cultural differences, sometimes I feel a little not sad, not disappointed, just I feel a little off. I feel nostalgic for my own childhood. One thing I didn't fully think about before having children in Japan was how emotional I would be about small cultural differences and how I would feel as a parent. Not just the big differences, even the tiny everyday things. Like, for example, Christmas. Growing up in America, Christmas was such a huge family holiday for me. School stopped, everything felt really magical and slow. Most of the stores were closed that day, and we spent time together as a family. And we opened presents. We ate a lot of food. It was one of the biggest events of the year. I couldn't wait until it was Christmas. But in Japan, Christmas feels very different. It's often seen more as a couple's holiday. And Christmas Day isn't even a public holiday. My daughter goes to school on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And that feels really weird. That feels so weird for me. It's just different. It's not bad, it's just different. And I realized that becoming a parent abroad means constantly deciding what traditions you want to carry with you. So even though we live in Japan, I still try to recreate some of the Christmas traditions I grew up with. We put up a Christmas tree every year, and I taught my husband, my husband is Japanese, and I taught him what eggnog is. So now he makes eggnog for us every year. And we do have a big Christmas Eve and Christmas dinner. And we give the kids a lot of presents compared to what's typical in Japan. I think a part of me is trying to give my children a little piece of the childhood that I had. And honestly, sometimes it's not even the big cultural differences that affect me the most. Sometimes it's the really small things. Growing up in America, having a backyard felt normal to me. I learned how to ride my bike in my backyard. We had a kiddie pool in the summer. My parents had a garden, and sometimes we'd barbecue out there. But many homes in Japan have very small yards or no yard at all. And after becoming a parent, I started realizing how many childhood memories are connected to physical space. But at the same time, I really enjoy being a parent in Japan and learning how to alternate or just change a little bit the kind of life I would picture myself having in America. My garden, like I am able to have a garden. It's just potted plants. I have many pots on my balcony. And I also have a small kiddie pool on the balcony. And I think that's really awesome. And it's really extraordinary for me to be able to learn a lot about Japanese tradition and for my husband to learn a little bit about my tradition in the States. I love being able to connect life in Japan with my childhood in America. And I really believe that my children get to explore two beautiful traditions, many Japanese traditions as well as American traditions. If you live abroad too, I'd really love to hear what it's been like for you. Are there little cultural differences that suddenly felt emotional for you? Or if you are a parent, are there any traditions that you would like to pass down to them? Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's conversation, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.